Guys, I am so excited right now. I cannot tell you guys how excited right now I am to start this challenge. As you guys know by the title, I am letting a psalm, some of my favorite. First of all, this is what I did, guys. This is how exactly this came about. I picked some of my favorite psalms in the Bible that I've read. I put them in a random wheel generator, and I'm gonna spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's how many pages I'm gonna read today. And you know what? This is my first reading challenge. This is my first. You know, I asked God to give me creativity and to be inspired by other booktubers and what they do, and just trying to make it fun and Christian, because like being a Christian is so fun, and I just want you guys to have fun with me. And this is my first challenge, and I am just so excited. So yay! This is the wheel. Boom, it's recording. So I want to get you guys closer here. And yes, so this is the wheel. I put all my favorite songs on here, and we're gonna decide, the wheel's gonna decide how many pages I read today. So let's spin. Or not looking. Yes! We love Psalm 51. Starting out with some slight. 51 pages. That's not hard at all. That's not hard at all. The biggest number I put on there was Psalm 139. And I was like, watch me get 139 first. And I have to read that. And you know, I don't have a problem reading that amount of pages, but I'm just like, off the rip would have been crazy. But luckily we got Psalm 51 today. And you know, I really like this psalm. You know what? Since I'm doing this challenge, for every psalm that gets picked, I'm gonna tell you why it's my favorite, one of my favorite psalms. And this one's one of my favorite psalms because it's literally one of those psalms that you just like are constantly coming back to, because you're constantly in that state of repentance, which we always should be in. But I think it's verse 10 where he's like, create in me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. I just feel like every day when I'm praying, I'm always asking God to just make me new and continue to renew me and make me clean, basically, because every day I make mistakes, every day I mess up. So I'm constantly just going back to that place of repentance, and it's very humbling. It's how I humble myself. That's how reading the Bible will humble you, bro. But that's pretty much why it's one of my favorite psalms. And if you've never read this psalm, I challenge you, if we run into a psalm that you haven't read, you should go and read it. And if you haven't read your Bible today, I think you understand. Picking up one, putting down. This is my September TBR, if you didn't know. So we need to read 51 pages, and honestly, I'm gonna start off with the naturals because I haven't wanted to read this book for such a long time. So this is going to be our lucky winner today, and we're going to be reading 51 pages. And I'm starting off from chapter 2, page 14. So we need to get to, y'all can do the math. Hello, beautiful people. It is currently 9 o'clock at night, and I am just now continuing on this challenge. And I would just like to say, if this mic has a little buzz to it, please bear with me because I am, still getting skin in the game and I'm still figuring out the mic situation. But my little brother is playing video games in his room, and I'm just like, I know I need to have my mic on right now so you guys can hear me overpower his voice. So bear with me. But I hope everything is fine though. But basically, what am I doing? What am I doing right now? Sorry guys, like I said, it's late. I spun the TBR wheel earlier, and I did get Psalm 121. God bless Psalm 121. And I'm so sorry that I'm just now reading for the day. It's been a long day. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I'm really not. I'm just going to give you what you came here for, and that is the books. But that's what I wanted to tell you guys. My book was on the 27th, and I ordered some books on Amazon, and I really wanted to show you guys the books that I got in the mail yesterday, just as a fun little thing in this video. And then of course, I'll try to read 121 pages before I go to bed. So let's see if it actually works good like that. Guess we'll find out. Book haul time. Book haul. Oh, let's not hit my mic. I'm going to give you guys an overview first. Here you go. And now I'm going to yap about them. The first book I have is First Love, Second Draft. This is another one of those books that I kept seeing on the Christian romance recommendation. It's by Becca Kinzer. I've never read a Becca Kinzer book before. But talking about books, I feel like it's very discouraged to read the back of the book, but I don't know anything about the book. So what else am I supposed to tell you guys about this book besides what's on the back? So I'm like, but it says she's a romance writer burned out on love. He's her famous baseball star ex-husband. The last man she wants to be forced to work with is the one who broke her heart. Second chance, that's my trope. I feel like a lot of people don't like second chance trope, but that's my trope, honey. Second chance trope, that's my trope. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this. And I can't wait to read it with you guys. But the next book I got is by Denise Hunter, Harvest Moon. And look how fall. This is giving fall. I really wanted to read the Denise Hunter book, and it was really hard for me to pick one. But this one looked the most fall. That's such a crazy thing to say. This book looked the most fall. Oh my gosh, I just almost dropped it. So that's why I got it. That's why I ended up getting it. But it says, she thought he was arrogant. He thought her walls would never come down. Then they fall in love. Wow. It says, forever walking the line between passion and conflict, Laurel and Gavin's relationship ended in divorce after years of miscommunication and unmet expectations. Guys, I actually swear I did not know I picked up so many second chance romance. What? Now pursuing their own separate lives and careers, the two are content. They're not clearly. This is a second chance romance. Guys, I swear I did not do this on purpose. But score though. All right, we got another second chance romance by another Christian author. We're going to have a good time, y'all. We're going to have a good time. Then we got the book that I have been wanting to read. It's not a Christian book, but it's been one of those books that I always have a TikTok book. I want to call it a TikTok book. I'm trying to sum it up or whatever, but y'all done seen this book before. The 7-Year Slip. I've heard nothing but great things, and it's yellow is my favorite color. And you know what? If this ends up being a second chance lover trope, that's crazy. This is actually insane. The fact that, because I swear you guys, I did not do this on purpose. I didn't. Sometimes the worst day of your life happens and you have to figure out how to live after it. For Clementine West, that means burying her head in her book as a book. Wait, what? Burying her head in her work as a book publicist. All right, let's see if the booktuber can read. All right. Being practical and forgetting the silly things her beloved aunt, Analia, I'm going to say Analia, taught her. Living wide and chasing the moon, Clementine would rather stay grounded and keep her heart safe. For the last 6 months, she's done just that. But when she moves into her late aunt's apartment and finds a strange man standing in the kitchen, a man with kind eyes, a southern drawl, and a taste for lemon pies, her well-laid plans begin to fall apart because he's the type of man who, before it all, she would have fallen head over heels for. And she still might. Except he lives in the past. 7 years in the past, to be exact. And she quite literally lives 7 years in his future. Her aunt always said the apartment was a pinch in time, a place where moments blend like watercolor. She also said that love is never a matter of time, but a matter of timing. Ooh, that's good. Somebody write that down. And Clementine fears she may be 7 years too late. Don't piss me off. Happy endings only. Hello? I'm just kidding. Sometimes I do like a non-happy ending because it just adds to the, oh my gosh, that was such a good book. I even liked it because it ended terribly. But anyway, of course, that book is so hyped up. Everyone loves that book. So, of course, I want to read it. And I heard it's clean or a little spice, one of those. And so why not? You know what I'm saying? But back to popular Christian books in the Christian booktube book talk space. I have When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer. I have seen this probably on every Christian book recommendation book I like lately. And apparently this is one of the coolest. It's set in 1914 Gilded Age New York City. Basically, I'm pretty sure it's about she's living 2 lives and she has to end up picking which life, which sounds terrible, but I'm really interested to see this. But I'm actually really kind of read this book first because when I tell you I've heard great things, like so many books I want to read. This is like hard but exciting at the same time. So yeah, When the Day Comes. And we also have another, well, let me let y'all see it. It's kind of light. So we have Picking Daisies on Sundays by Leanna Sin. I'm not going to try to say her last name. I'm not going to butcher that. And this is another one of those cute, clean books. Not only am I always looking at like comments, recommendations, and just Christian. I'm saying Christmas? I am ready for Christmas. Who's ready for Christmas? Book recommendations. I'm always looking at that. Christian, any type of book, I'm always looking at that. But I'm also looking at clean recommendations. And this is one of those books that always pops up. And what really made me buy this book is I saw the dedication on Pinterest. And then I saw it on TikTok. And I was like, yep, I'm getting this book. And it says, for the hopeless and hopeful romantics who don't know they're noticed in a crowded room. I said, yep, I gotta read that book. Can y'all see it? It don't matter. You'll see it whenever I read it in a vlog, but yes. So I'm really excited. I actually don't really know what this book is about. I know it's a romance, but I don't remember the premise. So, but like I said, we'll go over that when we read it in a vlog. And last but not least, I actually got this one today. I got all those yesterday, but I got this one today. And mind you, I did not know I bought it with sprayed edges. I just wanted... Okay, let me know if y'all can relate to this as Christian readers, clean readers, like Lemon Bun Store. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. That book is constantly popping up on recommendations for fall, and I can't read it because I know there's spice in it, and I will not ignore the Holy Spirit telling me, no, that spice in that book, don't read it. And I can't read that book. And then there's also another popular fall book that's cute and fall-y, and it also has spice in it. And I'm like, I can't read those books. I want a cute, clean Christian. Well, it doesn't have to be Christian, but you know, if you have one of those, you can recommend to me. But just a cute book that doesn't have like spice in it. And I found one. It is Falling Like Leaves by Misty Wilson. I heard it is clean. I heard it is cute, and it's for the girls who love Gilmore Girls, aka me. I don't quite remember exactly what this book is about, but it says perfect for anyone who starts up their annual Gilmore Girls rewatch at the first sign of fall. Like I said, literally me. So it says Ellie has a lot of expectations for her senior year, but moving from Manhattan to Bramble Falls, Connecticut is not one of them. Oh, it's not one of them. Yeah, wake up her parents' separation. That's exactly where she and her mother are headed. Bramble Falls might be charming, but it's also full of distractions, like local barista Cooper Barnett. Ellis is one-time best friend and first kiss who is not only majorly glowed up but wants nothing to do with Ellis. Dang. Then there's the Falling Leaves Festival, a month-long tourist attraction run by Ellis's aunt celebrating everything autumn. The festival seems nice and all, but Ellis doesn't have time to be roped into her aunt's enthusiastic planning. Dragged to each event, she can't stop bumping into Cooper, the one person she's hoping to avoid. But the longer she stays in Bramble Falls, the harder it is to pretend she's not falling for this town and the people in it. As her return to Manhattan gets pushed further and further out, Ellis is forced to confront exactly what she wants for her future and what that means for her present. This sounds lovely. This sounds exactly my type of book. It sounds almost like they met at first and they had some type of thing. So like I said, second chance romance? What? Second chance romance or enemies to lovers? Those are my top two. Well, no, it's not my top two, but second chance is my first one. And then we love when someone goes back to us like a different town and thinks they want to live somewhere else and they end up loving the town there. And like, I love that. I'm such a Hallmark movie girl, and that's literally the plot. They're from some big city and then they go back home to a small town and they love it. They fall in love with somebody in a small town and they're like, you know what? I want to stay. Big kiss in the movie. Love it. I'll never get tired of it. Literally, I will never get tired of it. But yes, I will definitely be reading this in a vlog, probably in a vlog that's really dedicated to fall books. So like I said, I did not know I was buying it with sprayed edges, but surprise from Amazon. Yap session over with, or at least the first one. I know you guys know that, like I said, I have to read 121 pages tonight. I do have to work in the morning, but I don't have to go to work till 9 a.m., so I should be fine. You guys know yesterday I started reading The Naturals, and The Naturals is actually really good. I haven't got a chance to read yesterday, and I could really potentially finish this book tonight if I'm being so for real. Honestly, so for real. Like, I know it's supposed to be 121 pages, so yes, I'm going to make sure I read 121 pages, but also, can we finish this bad boy? And I also know they have the audio for this on Spotify, and one thing about me, I love reading the audio on Spotify as I'm reading it. That's like a really good feeling. Turn on some music, and so that's what we're about to do for real though. I just want to say, I'm gonna bring you guys closer to me. Hold on. Like, oh, yeah. I just want to say that, like, I knew as soon as they started playing this game that somebody was gonna kill somebody. Like, every time, it never fails when somebody plays this game, somebody kisses somebody. I already knew it. But since I'm talking to y'all, I was just saying I'm actually really enjoying this book. I'm quite devouring it. I haven't read 121 pages yet, but I'll update you guys again when I've read 121 pages. If I don't fall asleep. But yeah, I think Michael is really funny. Dean, I'm still trying to figure him out. Like, it's just like he's giving like typical mysterious type of guy, but like, are we giving like love triangle here? I don't know. Like, it's kind of giving love triangle. Sloan is Sloan and Leah is Leah. We're not gonna talk about Sloan yet, but and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say right now. 3 of the Psalms reading challenge, and I'm probably gonna make this the last day because I didn't really want to make this like a reading or like a week challenge. I just wanted it to be for like 3 days probably, and I feel like I've already gotten enough footage for you guys. But yeah, today is Monday. I'm off, thankfully, and I did some stuff yesterday and I didn't film it. Like yesterday was Sunday, and I took an off day for the reading challenge. I'll confess, but it is day 3 of the reading challenge. But yesterday I did some stuff. I'll just show you. I reorganized my bookshelf. Okay, so this bookshelf was over there in that corner, and don't mind my messy room, please. And this bookshelf was over there, but I switched them, and as you can see, I like this much better because that way when I film my sit down videos now, you guys will see my books in the background, you know, as you should, because you're supposed to see my books. Oh, hello, because you're supposed to see my books in the background. But I'm also about to take a trip to Gottwall's because I'm unhauling a lot of books, because I have so many books on my shelf that I just, number one, don't like make me, I don't feel like I want to read it anymore, even though I feel like it's a good book. I'll be honest, most of these books are Christian nonfiction books, and I just feel like when I first became a Christian, I just wanted to know everything about everything, and I just bought every Christian nonfiction book I saw. And a lot of these books, they just, I hate to say unnecessary, but like they really are, because I have enough. Like that whole bottom shelf is Christian nonfiction, and everything over there on that shelf is also Christian nonfiction. So honestly, I think I have enough Christian nonfiction for right now. Obviously, that's not me like saying I'm not gonna buy anymore, but I'm just saying all these other ones, it's time. But of course, there's also some fiction books in there too that I have to get rid of. So we're gonna go to Gottwall's, and yeah, and then we have to spin the wheel at some point, but my camera is dying. But I want to spin the wheel real quick. Me deciding. Hold on. So we're gonna spin the wheel real quick and see how many pages I need to read today. Oh, only 37. That's easy work. Easy work, easy work. Gosh, y'all, no, my headband's messed up, but I'm on if you read this book, I'm on chapter 35, and I literally called it because I read the U. If you know the book, then you know what's going on. I read it and I was like, this is either or and then in chapter 5, I mean, I didn't want it to be, oh my gosh. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Y'all, but this book again, it's getting good. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna finish it tonight, but I'm devastated. I finished The Naturals. This was so good. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was so incredible. I want the second book, and I want the second book right now. I want the second book. I want it right now. I'm saying like ugh, because I really am trying to figure out what I want to rate it. Comment down below how you guys do your rating system, because I've heard like different rating systems. I know it's more than a 4-star. It's more than a 4-star. When I rate something 4 stars, that usually just means I really just had a good fun time. I don't really have any complaints necessarily. But I also don't really have anything spectacular to say, you know, like this book changed my life or anything like that. This book, first of all, this is probably my first mystery. Does this classify as a mystery? I think it definitely does classify as a mystery. And there's also a sprinkle, there's like suspense and there's romance. There's no like foul, like, was there cursing in here? I don't even think there was cursing in here, y'all. Like, this was perfect for me. Like, this was really perfect. You want to sprinkle some Jesus in here? Oh, would have been 6 stars if they sprinkled some Jesus in here. But, so is it 4.5? Because I don't know why I'm feeling hesitant to not give it 5 stars. Which is the fact that, because I feel like with a 5-star, I'm like, oh, 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? But like, with this, I'm like, oh, something's making me, there's something there's something missing. So right now I'm gonna stick with 4.5 stars. But if you see me do my September wrap up and I say 5 stars, don't say nothing. But right now I'm gonna stick with 4.5 stars because that's how I'm feeling. This, like I said, this book was actually incredible. I love this group of Cassie, Leah, Sloan, Michael, and Dean. Oh, I'm so glad everybody is alive. Child, as y'all saw, like I like vlogged a little bit of me reading it. I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, I thought everybody was gonna be read the book. Then you like, I was a little scared. I was like, this is a YA. I was like, this is a YA book. We're killing tings in this. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog me reading the rest of this series, but I'm definitely gonna read the rest of the series. And like I said, as soon as I can, I'm gonna order the rest of the series or go buy the rest of the series. But this was absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend. 4.5 stars. Yes. And to say that is pretty much a wrap for this challenge. I only said I was gonna do 3 days of the little Wheel of Fortune. Why am I saying it like that? Why am I saying like, by the way, I definitely read way more than 37 pages if you didn't know. Today's psalm was Psalm 37. And let me see something real quick. I was gonna give y'all a little Jesus to end the video. Psalm 37 verse 7 says, wait and trust the Lord. Don't be upset when others get rich or when someone else's plan succeed. Don't get angry, don't be upset. It only leads to trouble. Evil people will be sent away, but those who trust the Lord will inherit the land. And like I said, just giving y'all a little bit of Jesus to end the vlog. Today was a very rough day. I'm not gonna go into the details, but it was a very rough day. And I'm just having a hard time just like trusting where the Lord has me, and the path I'm going down is just not a normal path. And I've been really getting caught in comparison and seeing how everybody else has this, you know, this smooth plan. Like when I do this, I do this. When this happens on this date, this is gonna, and for me, like, I'm just like, I don't really know when nothing's gonna happen. I don't know when I don't know, like I don't know when I'm gonna stop working there. I don't know when YouTube is gonna become my career. I don't know when I'm gonna do this. I'm like, I don't have a date. I don't have a plan. It's not like the type of career that's like on this date, on this, da, da, da. It's just, I'm quite literally just chasing my dreams and trusting God to make things happen whenever it happens. And I was just freaking out today about everything. You know, typical, am I doing the right thing? Did I make a mistake? Blah, 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 blah. I feel like I do this every week, once a week at this point. But that verse there's so many verses, but that verse in particular stood out to me in that song because it's so easy for us to look at someone else's life, especially people who are like in the world and are doing worldly things and seeing them have all this success. But just know that evil people will be sent away, but those who trust the Lord will inherit the land. And nothing is as good as it seems, because it's so easy to just see someone's life on social media and think that they have everything figured out and everything it is happy and dandy. But from getting to know people and knowing the people that I know, everything is not what it seems. Dun, 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 dun. I just randomly started singing "Was the Wind Place." I'm serious. But yes, that, like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below more challenge ideas, because I really like doing reading challenges like this. This challenge literally helped me read this book, so I think that's fun. I think it's cute, and I think it holds me accountable because I really do want to read more, obviously. And I enjoy reading, obviously. I had such a great time finishing that book tonight. Like, you guys didn't get to see it, but there was even a moment when I was like, this is why I read. Like, this is why I read books. So maybe I should give it a 5-star. Because I literally said that out loud when I was like, this is why I read books. Yeah, but like I said, wrapping this video up. Hope you guys have a blessed time and a blessed day. And subscribe to my channel, please. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.